Welcome back. It's been a minute. I feel like it's been 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes. I think I have not done a solo episode in, gosh, remember that string of solo episodes I did for like 8 or 9? And then I have gone on a string of not doing a solo episode for that many episodes. So welcome back. Welcome back. I know I'm not singing the tone right, but welcome back. Something like that. You get it? You feel me? Um, as you can see, my background is different. We'll get into that in a little bit. But I do have to say, solo episodes, they're just unhinged in the first way. If you're new here, welcome to Adultish Whines. It's just me and you, casual, chatty vibes. We're just whining about life, getting through life together in this simulation that we're in. So we're going to be talking a little bit about body image, about business page, business boundaries. We're talking about Cardi B a little bit because she stays with me all the time. And like I mentioned, we're going to be talking about like new studio vibes. So let's get into it. By the way, I just filmed 3 episodes before this one, so cheers. Welcome to Adultish Wine's podcast, where we're grown enough to pay bills, but messy enough to still text our exes. Grab a glass of wine and let's get adultish. I have to start with the body image thing because you guys always see me on the podcast in sweats, sweatshirt, Uggs. Like, I don't know. It's very weird. I don't even know why I fell into this pattern necessarily for my podcast fits, but it just feels comfortable to me. I feel like it feels, it does go with the vibe. Like, we're going to a lounge after our therapy appointment. We're just yapping. We're getting to know each other. It's very conversational, right? So this is very comfortable to me. This is how I am at my home. Great, great, great. Whenever I post like an outfit that's like not pants and sneakers, like a skirt or a dress, like the commotion that happens on Instagram is a lot. And like, thank you, I appreciate it. I'm not saying I don't, but I think people see like covered and then people don't, and they're like, oh, she does have a body, she does have a butt, she does have this. And it's like, yeah, I do. I'm a curvy woman, I do. And I'm not wearing this to hide anything for sure, but it is what I feel comfortable in. And the reason I'm bringing this all up is because I recently went to the Spoiled Latina Summit, which I had Spoiled Latina on, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 episodes ago. She had her 10-year anniversary of the Spoiled Latina Summit that she's been putting on, a networking space for the culture, all cultures. Like, I think it started off more Latina, and this time, 10 years later, it's all cultures, but also men were invited as well. Okay. It was amazing. It was so well thought out. Like, she's an inspiration in that capacity. The theme of the event was, oh my gosh, what was it? It was Tropical Tejana, okay? And first of all, I don't think I have anything like that in my closet. I'm like, I'm not trying to spend money right now, so I'm just trying to see what I can pull together. I ended up finding this, and here's the thing too, is like, I know I'm 5'10". I'm with a heel on. I'm gonna stand out, and especially in a like largely Latina conference, like I know that I'm gonna be standing out potentially, you know? So I put on this outfit and I'm immediately like, this is the perfect theme. But I felt naked. I'm telling you guys. Okay, so if you're on my Instagram, and by the way, like I looked fire. I looked amazing. No, I looked literally so good. Felt confident like in the way that I looked and that I presented, but I was like, is this too little of clothing to wear outside? And my sisters were like, no, like you look fire, like you look great. I'm like, I know I'm hitting the theme. I feel good in the outfit. I'm confident about the outfit I'm wearing, but like I just feel too naked. Like, and I even texted someone that was gonna be there and I was like, hey, I'll be there soon, but I look like a slut. And then I got there and they were like, what are you talking about? You don't look like a slut. And like, I was wearing very similar clothing or lack of clothing to everybody else. Again, go back and look at it's a dress. It's a dress. It's a short dress. So there was leg showing, but then it was like a halter type situation. So then my stomach and like lower boob ish, if you will, was showing. And then my shoulders were showing. And after the event, like, again, by the way, the outfit was well received. I think I was on theme. I think everything went well. I don't think it was an issue. But it was so funny because afterwards I was talking to one of my sisters about it, and she's like, "How did that event go? Like, we were so stressed about your outfit, like all this stuff." I was like, "I think it went well." I was like, she's like, "Paige, you looked so good." And I was like, "No, I thank you so much. I appreciate that. I did feel good in the outfit, but I just felt naked. Like, it was clothes. I was wearing clothes. Like, I probably wear bikinis that show like, or sorry, no, that doesn't make sense. But like, what I'm saying is, I'm fine with showing that amount of clothing, but it just felt weird to go to an event, an outside event. Like, when I'm on the nightcap, yeah, that dress would have been perfect. Like, I'm on TV, there's only 6, 7, 8 people in the studio, but this event where there was going to be 200-ish people there, I just felt naked, and it kind of just made me think, like, why? Why do I feel so uncomfortable showing that amount of skin? Like, I think it was a lot at once. It was legs, tummy, a little boob, and shoulder. Like, it was just kind of a lot. It made me feel uncomfortable. And because you know what it is what I came down to, all that long story to point you to. I don't naturally fall into like my sexy category. Like, I don't think of myself, I would never put the word sexy by my name. Like, I would put cute, funny, a vibe, eclectic. I would never put the word sexy by me. And so I think that was a sexy outfit, and I think I felt uncomfortable in it because that is not my natural vibe. But I mean, I don't know. It's just interesting. And so, like, do I have a body image issue? I'm always buying oversized. Like, if I get a t-shirt, I'm buying a large or an XL, and it's like, I'm a medium, you know? Like, I should be buying a medium shirt. That would fit me perfectly. However, it would be body hugging and it would be tight, and I just don't feel right about that in all situations. Or like, if I go to a pool party and it's family, it's like I feel like my swimsuit is showing too much. Like, I think because I'm so tall and I'm so curvy and I'm so pale, I'm easily spotted in a crowd. And so I feel like, even though sometimes I wear loud outfits, like as far as the print, or like they're not, not everyone would wear this type of outfit, sure. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just thinking, like, do I have some sort of body image issue that I need to talk to my therapist about? Again, so many compliments on my outfit. Um, Loved it. I've had that, by the way, I had that outfit in my closet for 4.5 years. Just goes to show you. Like, I bought that thinking, oh, I'm gonna wear that. And then I would continuously put it on, and I would never wear it outside of the confines of my own home after I tried it on because I was like, it's too much. I'm doing too much. Do you guys feel like that? Am I alone? My tall girlies stand up. I do think I'm a sexy person, an attractive person, but not in that way. Like, do not ever catch me doing a boudoir photo shoot. Oh my God. I couldn't even do a photo shoot for myself for my brand. Like, it was hard enough to do. I needed a whole hype. But I can put together an outfit like nobody's business. But like, tell me to like give you this, give you that, like without trying to be funny and cutesy. No, it couldn't be me.
Whiners, as y'all know, sometimes we talk about hard things on the pod, and the stigma around mental health is one of them. That's why I'm so happy to have BetterHelp Therapy as a sponsor. There's no shame in the therapy game. You don't need to have a serious clinical mental health issue like depression or anxiety to go to therapy. You can just be a regular human with regular humanish to figure out. Therapy can even just help you with everyday tools for everyday life. BetterHelp's mission is to make therapy more affordable and accessible. I know finding a therapist can be the most intimidating step of starting this journey, and the benefit of BetterHelp is that it's online, remote, and you get matched with a professional therapist within days. Use the link in the description of this episode or go to betterhelp.com/adultish. It's so easy, you will not regret it. Don't be scared if you don't love the first therapist you're matched with. You can easily switch. That's one of the things I was worried about. When I tell my whole life story to one person, I have to switch to another one because I'm not really getting along. So this one, you don't have to worry about the network, the insurance, blah, blah, blah. So if you need an unbiased professional to vent to, or whether you have anxiety, PTSD, depression, or family issues, I think BetterHelp is a great place to start. Click the link in the episode description or go to betterhelp.com/adultish for 10% off your first month. Love you, whiners.
Let's get into, thanks for listening, by the way. Let's get into the wine of the week. Brought to you by you, whiners. Send me a DM, send me a comment while you're listening to this episode, what your wine of the week is, and then I'll weigh in on it. So the first one is, I was offered a promotion, but it's in a city far from all my friends and fam. Do I take the money or protect my peace? This is tough. This is tough because I was somebody who didn't like change. I did not want to, like, why would I ever think about leaving my friends and my family, what I revolved my whole life around? Why would I do that? But close to 5 years ago, oh my gosh, literally so close to 5 years ago, I packed up all my stuff and moved out of state. Born and raised in Los Angeles, spent a little time in Washington State, moved around a little bit in Southern California, but then because of course, how terrible I say it is, COVID was terrible for so many people. Yes, it was. It did give me the opportunity to try something new, and I sold all my stuff that was already in a storage unit, and I moved to Houston, Texas. And I have to tell you, it was the best decision I ever made. I used to be somebody who would not try new things. Like, I'm going to the same restaurant and I'm getting the same thing because I tried it once and I love it. I'm not switching it up, like, because I know it's going to be consistent and great and I love it. Me moving out of state with no plan at all, crazy. I have to tell you to take the jump. I have to tell you, if it's a job that you love and a job that you're interested in and it's a good opportunity, your family and friends are always going to be there. I think you need to move. Move out of state. You can always come back. Seriously, you can always come back. Like, you can come back in 2 weeks, you can come back in 6 months, you can come back in 5 years, in 10 years. Like, there's no rule. Nobody's looking at you being like, "Oh, she failed. Oh, she tried it." Like, and if they are, that's crazy. You're looking at me and judging me because I tried something new and you're just still stuck here in your little old world that you lived here your whole life, and like, which is nothing wrong with that, but like, don't judge me for trying something new. If we're not changing, we're not adapting, we're not trying new things, we're not meeting new people, then like, we are just doing the same thing. Take the new job opportunity. Sell your stuff, or, I guess get a moving company and move it. Depending, you got to price that up because let me tell you, that was a painful part of the decision. But no, do it. It was, I mean, again, try it. You don't like it, no harm, no foul. Like, it can absolutely be, you can go back to doing life the way that you were doing it before, just 6 months later, if that's the case. But I bet you you would love it. I bet you'd be very satisfied, very fulfilled. Um, DM me more on this later because we can talk about, like, I would recommend like joining networking groups, happy hours, Eventbrites, like looking at ways to meet new people, just to make yourself feel even more comfortable, like, in the new situation. But do it. Your friends and family will always be there. And if they're not supporting you, and I did go through that a little bit, like, my friends and family were like, "You're doing what? Why would you do that?" Like, upset. And most of them came back and were like, "My bad. Like, I really apologize and you killed it. And I'm so impressed by you. And I admire you. So I think do it." The other one is, the next one of the week is, my ex said he needed to work on himself and is now in a new relationship. Listen, I mean, the short answer is you were just not his person. This is from a girl, so I know it's a he. But I know of females who have done this before, and like, I know of a woman who was in a long-term relationship and everything was going so well, but like, she was like, "I just don't want to do the rest of my life with him." And I think she said, like, "I just need to work on myself." And that's what she thought in the moment. But really, it's just like, you're not, we're not, we are not, we cannot be, we cannot continue, we cannot do it. We are not each other's people. And so it's a shock. Shot to the heart. It's a shock. It's a shot, a shock. Both. It's terrible. It's a terrible feeling. I'm sorry. Go through that. Feel it, mourn it, grieve it, process it. but it has nothing to do with you, you know? He didn't break up with you. I mean, most likely, I don't know who you are, but, like, he didn't break up with you because you're, like, a psychopathic bitch who, like, you know, couldn't get her shit together. He just didn't feel that connection with you. And so in his head, it's like he needs to work on himself, he needs to better himself, and he needs to separate himself from you, his current partner. And then he met someone who he doesn't feel like he has to work on himself. Like, he's like, "Oh, this is her. This is the girl. This is it." So I know it's hard. It's an ego thing, it's a pride thing, but it's okay because why do you want I know it's so much easier said than done, but like why do you want somebody who doesn't want you back? Do y'all feel? Do y'all definitely feel? Like, I don't want that. I want someone to be so obsessed with me, it's almost scary. You know what I'm saying? Not scary, scary, but grieve it, mourn it, process it, push it to the left, and get back to your life and go on a great date. Sorry though, that does suck. In other news, do I have mug written on my fucking forehead? Do people think I'm an absolute fucking idiot? It's disgusting. The behavior lately is disgusting. We're going to be talking a little bit about business baddie, a little bit about business boundaries. I feel, I got to relieve my shoulders here because do I look like somebody who is just going to let you run me in a relationship? Like dating, potentially. Like maybe I have those toxic traits where like I want to impress you, I want you to love me, and so I'm people pleasing, people pleasing. As far as business goes, I'm confused. I have built this podcast from the ground up originally with and here's the thing, I'm always giving credit. Originally built this podcast with my best friend. Season 1, she decided not for me. Great, no problem. I then continued on my own. I have sweat my ass off, cried many tears, hunkered down overnights, not slept. And so for somebody to like inquire out to work with me and like want to be a part of my team, which I've had, and I'm not talking about a specific scenario, let's be very for real. This has kind of been throughout the past 4.5 years of this podcast. I get people who want to work with me. Love that. Sounds like a positive. What are the reasons you want to work with me? What are the reasons you want to volunteer your time? What are the reasons you want to do pro bono work? What are the reasons you're not going to charge me? Like this, that. And I know that it's going to come with something. Now, at this stage, I know it's going to come with something. So I'm absolutely just like sick to death of people thinking they're going to like hop on my shit and claim that they were a part of it or like be able to use my name, my podcast name as, oh, I work with Adultish Wines, or I've been helping out with Adultish Wines, and the way that you're feeding it to me is like, oh, well, I'm doing this for free, and so let me help you just so you can use my name. That's what I'm feeling like, and it's pissing me off. Let me just take a breath, take a sip. These are lessons that I'm learning. I've just never been an entrepreneur. Like and I always say like I don't have this business mindset, hee hee ha ha, but like it is true. I don't have the business savvy. Like I'm more street smart than business smart, but like I'm learning. And what I'm learning is some of y'all are shady as fuck. Stop thinking that you're going to hop onto like my thing that I've built on my back with support from so many people over the years. I mean, let's name a few. Carolyn Aikman, Rachel Carlson, Cinco Young, Creators Guild, Kiana Young, JC Young, like so Carolina Sanchez, Spoiled Latina. Every connection I make, I'm happy to shout it from the rooftops and thank you so much. Like again, I've shouted from the rooftops if Jared Did I say Kiana Young? That was weird. Kiana Seahorn. If Jared Seahorn, I was his personal, or he was my personal trainer. If he had not introduced me to Carolina Sanchez, host of the Nightcap, that was such a big part of my podcast guest recruiting. Like, who knows where I would be? Who knows how many followers I would have? Who knows how many listeners I would have? Like, thank you so much. Like, she's done, and that team, everyone there has done so much for me. Creators Guild, same thing. Like, I've worked with so many amazing people, and they've helped me along the way. I'm not shy to shout that out, but like, maybe at a later time, I'll talk about the specific instances. I'm not prepared to do that now. And also, I've shot 3 episodes before this. And so I really want to make sure I'm not getting too crazy. Like, if you think about 3 episodes, how much wine have I had? Like, rein it in, girlfriend. But basically, this is a public service announcement is I'm not a mug. I'm not an idiot. Like, rather than that on my forehead, you should see baddie business bitch. Like, I'm not playing around. This is my baby. This is my everything. I've worked so hard to get this podcast to where it is. It is so genuinely every part of me. And nobody is going to come in and take that from me. So that's your lesson for today. Don't play me for a fool. Wow, I'm feeling myself. Okay. Okay, girl. Speaking of feeling myself, Cardi B on trial? Cardi B on trial? That's who I'm going to be. No, that's me. Be more, act more like Cardi B. That's so funny. I used to say, have you guys ever watched Empire? I used to say, be more, act more like Cookie Lion. Like Taraji P. Henderson. Okay, it's interchangeable. Be more, act more like Cookie Lion. Be more, act more like Cardi B on trial. What a fucking genius. Because she wasn't doing anything up there besides telling the truth, but it's just like her personality that like shone through. The freaking lawyer's like, oh, well, you think she was bigger than you? She's like, yeah. He's like, how did you know that? And she's like, my eyes. Like, she's just speaking the truth. It's kind of giving Love on the Spectrum vibes, like just speaking the truth, just being totally frank in our speech. And I fucking love it. But she was just like unbothered, unapologetic. She's looking phenomenal every single day on trial. She's got different wigs, she's got different fits. Like, and she very clearly said, like, I was very polite in there, and if somebody else comes in here to, you know, do this again, I will be countersuing your ass. Not that I have any place to like countersue anyone, but like, I'm not showing up without a fight. Like, I'm not going to just like lay down and let you do this to me. And like, honestly, like, I mean, she was found innocent. Like, she didn't, put hands on the security guard, and the security guard was claiming she did. And like, there's 3 sides to every story. There's the security guards, there's Cardi B's, and there's the truth. There's mine, and there's these leeches that I'm thinking of. And then there's the truth. Okay, fine. But like, try it again. Each time this happens to me, I'm better equipped to make better business decisions and go to bat for myself. So be more, act more like Cardi B. Let's bring up the elephant in the room. I'm in a new studio. Yes, I am. You know what? First of all, how are we liking it? I don't know. Pretty good. We're liking it. We're liking the vibes. You know what it is like, sometimes you just have to make hard decisions and you have to move on from things that you get too comfortable in, whether that's relationship, that's business, that's your workplace, that's friend groups. And that's essentially what happened. It was just basically time to try something new. I am just so committed to making this podcast so profitable so I can do it for the rest of my life and, things alongside with that. But like, it just felt like it was time to try something new, try a new place, try a new vibe. And yeah, it's good. It's good so far. Tell me what you guys think. These trees, by the way, you know, fake trees can be very expensive. I got these off of Walmart for $27 and $35. You got to buy them online though. That's the trick. Because these people on Facebook Marketplace are still trying to charge you 60, 70, $80. It's crazy. But don't let you assume that like trying a new studio, leaving my other studio was like a simple decision for me. It was a long thought out decision. It gave me a lot of anxiety because I would consider myself friends with the previous studio owners, and it was a really hard decision, and it's just sometimes you get too comfortable and you're not allowing yourself the space to grow. And so that is ultimately what I had to come down to. Um and it was just, I think it will be a big I think I will look back on this decision and tell myself and be able to prove to myself that it was the right decision to make. And by the way, like, here's the thing, the whole point of me being the host of Adultish Wines is like, I could go anywhere to shoot the podcast. That's literally what I want to do. I want to pop up at wineries. I want to pop up at restaurants. I want to pop up at breweries. I want to go to other podcasts. Like, the studio does not define Adultish Wines. I define Adultish Wines. My guests define Adultish Wines. Our subject matter defines Adultish Wines. Like, the studio is phenomenal, and it only like, it obviously helps. It's like stair stepping me, whether it's the quality or the style or the decor. Like, yeah, this is all so great, but like, I remember when I started this podcast and I was sitting in front of my fridge talking to you guys on my Zoom camera. Like, that's the whole point of it, is it's me and you. It doesn't matter all these lights, fancy cameras around. That is, of course, going to improve the final product. But at the end of the day, it's me and you. And so I just had to kind of recenter myself about that. Um, so here we are. uh Trying something new, very scary. Leaving something familiar, very scary. Like, also very exciting. So lots of different emotions have been going on with me the past, I guess, few months or so, couple months. But I think at the end of the day, like, making big decisions, like to that whiner before who said I was offered a promotion, but it's in a city far away, like, or moving state. For me, from LA to Houston, look what came from a risk. Look what came from leaving something very comfortable. Look what came from doing something that you do all the time. Look what came from trying something new. I had no idea that I was ever going to be a host of a podcast. Ever. Not a single thought in my mind. And I don't know that if I would have stayed in LA, I would have had that thought. So think about what greatness can come from just like taking baby steps that are different or bigger steps that are different. And I just, again, coming from someone who just didn't like change, like, I would just encourage everyone to try it at some point. Like, it is so rewarding. So anyway, we can revisit this, what I'm saying, at a future time, see if it pans out. um
We are pro sex toys on Adultish Wines, whether it's for solo play, partner play, gift for a friend. I mean, I can personally vouch for Adam and Eve. I bought a sex toy or 20. Adam and Eve is giving Adultish listeners a spankin' deal. See what I did there? You get 50% off of one item, 3 special bonus gifts, 6 free movies, and free shipping. And free discreet shipping, by the way. Go to adamandeve.com to get 50% off the one item, 3 free gifts, 6 free movies, and free shipping. That's ADULTISH at adamandeve.com.
Let's play Wine or Fine. Never having a full meal, just wine and snacks. It's so fine. Girl dinner is still a thing. I was just invited recently to a restaurant called Juliet in Houston. And by the way, they're onto something here. They are doing girl dinner every Sunday, Monday. It's Sunday, Monday night. And by the way, I'm not affiliate. Like, I went to their event, which was cool, but like, they're not paying me to say this. I'm going back. It was $25 for a Caesar salad, 2 oysters, a bowl of truffle fries, and shrimp pasta. First of all, Caesar salad and fries, that's girl dinner. The oysters and the pasta, perfect. You're filling up my belly for the money I'm spending. Amazing. So fun. That's what I want to eat. That's what I want to eat every day. Yeah. So never having a full meal, just wine and snacks, like, okay, maybe that's what I'm saying. Like the pasta was like more of a meal. Oh, and it comes with a drink. And it comes with like Prosecco or something like that. So just wine and snacks, like, yeah, just wine and girl dinner me. It's a fine for me. Wearing sunglasses inside for the vibe. Wine or fine? Hmm. You know what? I'm gonna say fine. I think previously I would have said wine, but I think that fashion, like, I'm a stickler for like dating someone who has like sense of style, I say. And like your sense of style can be so crazy to me. Like it can be really wild. Like I cannot like your sense of style, but guess what I do like? That you have a sense of style. So would I say that I love somebody wearing sunglasses at night or inside somewhere for the vibe? No, no, it's not what I would like pick out. But depending on the place, depending on the vibe, depending on the time, hey, that's your vibe. I'm gonna say fine. I'm gonna say fine. Taking big risks in life, like quitting, moving, or betting on yourself. It's a fine for me. It's a fine for me. Yes, yes, yes. Do it, do it, do it. You won't regret it. And you won't regret it because you can always just change your mind. That's the whole thing. Like, quit your job, try something new. Leave what's comfortable, try something new. Move out of state, try something new. You can always go back. You can always revisit. Yeah, it's fine. Dropping something wildly inappropriate in the work chat. This is something that has recently happened. I have personal experience about this. Honestly, it's a whine. In the whole work chat, you should not be dropping something so crazy to make the entire company stand up or laugh in awe. Now, if you were in a smaller work meeting, work chat, online chat, yeah, like, but like, know your audience. You know what I mean? Yeah, no, that was crazy. I just had this happen at work where somebody, I'm gonna really only give a few details here, but somebody said, we were talking about like health insurance, and somebody was like, someone got their head or their shoulder hurt by a ceiling fan or something. And in the work chat, I said, new fear unlocked, like getting my head decapitated by a ceiling fan. And this other coworker said, that's why I have a mirror above my bed and not a fan. What? It just is like you wouldn't have expected it. It's just like I don't want to give too many details, but like it was crazy. Like everyone we were in the office and people literally stood up and were cackling and laughing and could not get themselves together. So, it's a whine. Like be more selective about who you're saying your shit to, Who you're opening up these funny things. Like cuz that is a funny comment, but like I'm 30, you're 60. I don't know. Like we just our work dynamic like just doesn't give mirror above the bed, and now I know you have a mirror above your bed. Or where you're joking and I don't know. And so anyway, like just don't. How are you doing, guys? You holding in? You drinking wine? You at the gym? You on a hot girl walk? What are you doing? This is nearing the end of the episode, so we're about to do a wine of the week. And it's more of a story time, but you guys are going to enjoy it. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. That's what they say on the toast. um so y'all know about a house a few months ago at this point, and absolutely love my neighborhood. Absolutely, like there's nothing bad I have to say about it. The people are nice. Some of them are a little old and nosy, but like, you take what you can get, you know? Also, there's some, like, cats, I wouldn't call them stray, I guess we call them neighborhood cats, but, like, I don't like that they put the cat food in the walkway, and so then my dog and my foster dog is trying to eat the cat food, and it's riddled with ants, and, that's my bugaboo, okay? But I was like, "Ooh, I'm gonna go on a longer walk with Pedro." So I wanted to go outside my little, like, community. Girl, won't be doing that again. And you know what? I understand that, like, my neighborhood is up and coming. I didn't know it was like that. This was seriously a scene from a Next Friday movie. Okay, let me set my wine down while I chat to you all about this, while I whine to you all about this. I'm with Pedro. We exit out of my community. We turn right because we don't turn left because I do know that in my drives, like, to the left is like, probably don't turn left. I just knew that. But I didn't feel unsafe or weird about doing this at all. So I turned right. Pedro and I were walking along, walking along, walking along. Immediately, catcalling, heckling. People's cars are coming to a complete stop to look in awe of me. Okay, if you're wondering what I was wearing leggings and a black shirt. Ugh. What else am I gonna wear on a walk to exercise me and my dog? Like, I'm not wearing a friggin' paper bag, and it's not my fault I have an ass. Like, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. This is what puts me back to that body image thing. It's like, okay, maybe I should just wearing a paper bag when I go out and I don't want attention. Anyway, we're walking along, and I can deal with hecklers' catcalls. I'm like, and I'm not making a scene, I'm not trying to, like, anger anyone, So we're just like, whatever about it. Bye, moving on, moving on. I'm like 7 minutes into this walk, and I am thinking, like, seriously, wow, the amount of catcallers I've had, like, it's a lot. Like, whoa, maybe it's time of day. I don't know. I guess I've never done this before. I don't know. I experienced someone slow down all the way to me, come to a complete stop, and is like waving at me, trying to get my attention, and I completely ignore. And then I see them pull into like a mechanic's shop up to my right, and I'm like, are they going to the mechanic at 5:30, or are they waiting in the parking lot to kidnap me? And so, like, listen, I'm gonna be always looking out for my surroundings. As you know, I've been mugged. So I'm noting that. But then across the street from me, there's a woman with her dog on leash in like an open grass area. And then there's a dog off leash in that same open grass area. And you can tell that like that dog off leash is antagonizing the woman and her dog, like kind of getting like trying to start a fight and whatnot. You can see the woman like kind of like freaking out and whatnot. And I wouldn't say this woman is part of the unhomed population. I would say she's close to it, like she's unwell. She's not this. I don't live in a great area. Let's just say that. So, anyway, that's what's happening. So, then this dog is getting pretty aggressive towards this woman and her dog on the leash. All of a sudden, this homeless man, I know he's homeless because he lives under the bridge where I live, with his bike, comes plowing through to like save this woman and her. And maybe they know each other. I'm not sure. He comes through and is like, they're like they're not kicking the dog, but they're like air kicking, like screaming, shouting, like trying to get this dog like away, like just like distract enough, whatnot. So that's happening. And then there's also this man who I've seen before. I think he owns the other mechanic shop on the side of the street or works there or something. And I've always seen him with two dogs, German Shepherd Husky type, like guard dog type things. But then there's there's two other dogs. So this man has four dogs, two on a leash, two not. There's a woman with a dog on a leash, and then there's a dog off leash. And at this point, I think to myself, save Pedro. So I'm like, I'm going to turn around. I turn around. The same car that pulled into that mechanic shop stops to wave and talk to me. I tell him to fuck off. He speeds up, drives off. I'm like, okay, he's gone. Then these dogs and people, leashes come off, collars come off. There are now five dogs standing on their hind legs, fighting aggressively in the street, on the grass, rolling, tumbling, like it is a full scene. The homeless person on his bike comes back through, tries to intersect this fight again. The man that owns the four dogs, shoes come off, flip-flops in the middle of the freaking street. Like it And all I kept thinking was like, if they catch one sight of like a new blood dog, like across the way, Pedro, like they're gonna come running and one, get hit by cars, or two, kill me and Pedro. And so we start like walking really fast. We're like hightailing it out of there. But I was just like, Oh my god, this whole time I was just thinking I've lived in this apartment or this townhome for, I don't know, 5 months at this point, and I've never ventured outside of my community to take a walk. And, like, this is why. Like, it's not safe out there. So, that's happening, and then I'm almost to my community area where I was about to, like, turn back into it. That car that slowed down twice was back again. He had looped again, and he stopped right, like, as I'm about to walk into my community. I was just like, "Fuck." I, like, flipped him off, and I was just like, "Fuck off, bro." And I was like, "I can't turn left. I can't go into my community. I have to keep walking." So I walked a little bit further until I kept checking behind, making sure he wasn't there. But, like, my wine of the week is, like, it's scary out there. These streets are scary. I walked back into my community, and I'm like, "Whoa, that was crazy. That was a lot." I'm talking to, some of my neighbors that I see all the time, and I was like, "I just tried to take a walk out," and they were like, "Oh, honey, I wouldn't have advised you to do that." And I was like, "Yeah, but I just didn't know I just why did I need to be advised to do that?" I just, like, I don't know, I thought I could just go take a walk in my neighborhood, and they were like, this guy goes, "Oh, honey, you're braver than a Marine." Wow, I didn't know. Okay, my bad. I'll just stick to my little community and, like, walk the same little lake we have a million times. That's all fine. That's all good. But I was telling my coworkers and my friends about it, and I was like, this is, like, seriously straight out of a movie. Like, I've seen it on Friday, next Friday, 100%. I've seen this scene. And then what's funny is, like, now after that, I see this man and his dog there all the time. And then that woman, that's why I said, like, I don't know if she's unhomed, but she does hang out in this area with, like, the other homeless people. But, like, things are crazy out there. Okay. Real quick update, like, right now I only have one dog. I just have Pedro. And I'll be fostering another dog very soon. And thank you guys so much for the love on that episode that I had my little dog rescue volunteer friend on. Um a lot of you were responding like, "Oh, I just didn't realize that that was happening, or I didn't realize what that meant." And, like, you just feel like a little bit more well equipped, like, in this area. So I love that. That's what Adultish Minds is all about. Was just, like, learning a little bit more about the person or the thing or the entity, across from you. So glad y'all liked that episode. Um, I've got some exciting guests coming up. I still want to do some pop-up interviews outside of a studio vibe, which will be coming soon. And I did promise I would do a live show before the end of the year. Let me see if I can still swing that. But beyond that, send me in your wines of the week to my DMs or email info@adultishwines.com, or comment them as you're watching on YouTube and Spotify or Apple. And I love you guys so much. And thank you for being on this ride with me. And I'll see you next Thursday. Bye.